Okay, I'm Terry Blackburn. I'm the CEO of Ensign Media, the publisher of Helm Superyacht Asia magazine and Property Report magazine, and we're the organiser of this event. We hope to help raise the profile of superyachts in Singapore and the yachting scene in general. Helm is Asia's only dedicated superyacht magazine. Most of the magazines in the region who we support, we get on with, they've all got their place, but they tend to be a bit more generally focused and cover all boats, whereas Helm is all about superyachts.
This event tonight is inspiring. We were just having a chat, a group of us, that 3 years ago there was nothing like this in Singapore. It's a sign of how the industry's changed here. And in the region, we've got 100 people here, networking, new ideas. I just met 5 new people I didn't know, including one yacht builder in Singapore I didn't even know existed. So it shows the importance of getting people together, swapping ideas, and this mix of the luxury end, the property and the yachts, people who are property owners, yacht owners, as well as the trade, I think is a fantastic mix. The yacht markets in the US and Europe are enormous. The super yacht markets are enormous. We can go to one marina in Fort Lauderdale, US, and find more yachts there than in the whole of Asia. We can't generate overnight what took hundreds of years elsewhere, so we have to take it stage by stage. But now those guys are awake to this. We have some of the world's most important yacht manufacturing companies and brokerages visiting Asia, coming to the yacht shows, coming to meet clients here. So things are changing, and having that quality of people on the ground means that buyers of super yachts have the right kind of guys to talk to. Yacht building in China will be something that emerges. It's about collaborations between companies in the East and the West, getting together. China's not going to learn overnight how to build a super yacht like any industry. So it's about partnerships. Labour cost can be lower there, but it's not just about labour. It's about the skill set. It's about people working together and learning and growing over a period. We're now seeing some fantastic consultants from the West who are working in yards in Asia. We have some of those guys speaking at our Super Yacht Conference coming up in April. And that's transferring skills to the region, which then stay in the region, and we hope the yachts stay in the region.
Informa has a very long-term strategy in relation to Asia as a region and Singapore as a city-state. What we hope to get from the show is not only to encourage the European and American owners, who are the traditional owners of super yachts, down to Asia, but to also encourage the high net worth individuals in the region to get involved in the super yachting lifestyle, because it's a really fantastic lifestyle. So prior to working on the Singapore Yacht Show here in Singapore, I actually worked for a super yacht yard in Australia. And the difference is quite remarkable. Australians obviously have quite a history with going to sea in a recreational manner, and it's a new thing for the Singaporean culture and for the Asian culture. However, they seem to really engage it. They get their families and their friends, their business colleagues involved, and it becomes a really great atmosphere. They all go out to have parties and things like that. It's really refreshing. Singapore is such a beautiful, world-class city that these vessels and individuals are automatically attracted to the city. And that's where the opportunity really lies for the Singapore Yacht Show as a hub for yachting in Asia.
My name is So. I'm the General Manager for Eco Voyage. Eco Voyage is a yacht management and luxury cruise company, which is the part of the KOP Hotels and Resorts. We operate as the nautical arm of KOP Hotels and Resorts. Currently, we have a fleet of yachts in Singapore, which consists of a Sunseeker Manhattan 64, a Princess V62, a Chris Craft Launch 28, and a newly acquired Rodman Spirit 42. And then in a few months' time, we will be bringing in a Westport 130, a super yacht for luxury cruises around the region, primarily in Southeast Asia and China. In the context of Singapore's market, the day charters, as we call it, are still the most popular type of charters. Basically, cruises around Singapore and particularly the southern islands. But we've started introducing what we call our expeditions, which are places like Tioman, the Anambas Islands, around the Riau Islands like Bintan, Batam, the Nicoya Islands. that you could do a cruise with a 2-day, 1 night, 2 nights, or even a 3-night cruises. Now those can be done with our Sunseeker and Princess yachts. Our Europeans and American customers are more accustomed to yacht charters, and they've enjoyed the lifestyles where they live or worked in the Mediterranean or different parts of the United States. And on the Asian context, it's a new lifestyle, but it's a fast-growing lifestyle that a lot of Singaporeans are embracing. So we're seeing quite a substantial increase in Asians or Singaporeans taking up the charters and enjoying the new lifestyle. So it's an emerging lifestyle. It's fast-growing. We're very excited about it. In terms of trends, the industry is set to grow. We're seeing a lot of positive trends in the industry. We're seeing a lot of new yachts coming in, larger yachts coming into the industry, and Singapore being a hub within cruising distance to South China Sea, in different parts of Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia. It's something that we ourselves are pushing quite aggressively to expand the market just beyond Singapore waters, but go into more exotic destinations in the neighboring countries as well.
Hi, good evening. I am Jean-Jacques Lavigne. I have 2 hats. The first one is that on a professional basis, I am the General Manager for Singapore leading yacht charter company called 115 Luxury Yachting. We do yacht and superyacht charter, and I manage about 14 to 15 yachts from 40 feet to 120 feet. And also I am the Executive Director of the Superyacht Singapore Association, which is a professional association which was set up in 2007. Since 2007 till now, actually, we managed to see a major increase in the superyacht traffic in Singapore, something like a 5-fold increase. And of course, the objective for the year is to go from what we achieved last year, which is 81 superyacht through Singapore, to 130 for 2011. When we established a master plan in 2007, we gave ourselves a target of 200 superyacht visits, unique visits by 2015. And I'm happy to say that we are well on track to hit our target. In a way, that's nothing short of a miracle, because we started from very, very, very low. But I think a lot of factors came together to make that miracle possible. One of the factors is that the government has been very encouraging, and also there is a major wealth creation shift towards Asia, as everyone knows, and obviously more and more Asians are buying super yachts. Also, what's happening is that the cruising grounds are getting a bit saturated in Europe or the Caribbean, because so many super yachts and so many big boats were sold in the last 10 years. Comes a point where we need to discover new grounds, and in Asia as a whole is a very uncharted territory. Next would be the first Asia Superyacht Show, which is called the Singapore Yacht Show. Never been done before, and hopefully will be done again. What we are doing from April 8 to 10 is basically attracting some of the biggest yachts in the region and attracting some of the biggest yacht builders in the world to exhibit in the first Superyacht Singapore show, to showcase to the Asian buyers or potential buyers what are superyachts all about.
Yeah, my name is Byron Perry, and I'm the editor of Helm's Superyacht Asia Pacific magazine, which is published quarterly, and we cover everything related to superyachts in the Southeast Asia region especially, and the whole Asia Pacific region in general. The region has been trying to promote itself as much as possible as a place for yachts to come visit and to cruise, compared to the Mediterranean and the Caribbean. The Mediterranean and the Caribbean are the traditional cruising grounds for yachts in the world, but Southeast Asia, especially places like Singapore and Thailand, are trying to promote themselves to become the next cruising grounds. And many people would say that what they have to offer is just as good or better than the Mediterranean and the Caribbean. People in the West are tired of cruising in the Mediterranean and the Caribbean. They're tired of those places, and when you go to certain areas, there are many, many yachts, the marinas are full. Here in Asia, you can be totally by yourself in a beautiful deserted island very easily, actually, compared to places like that. So I don't think it's hard to tell, and I think that as the economies in Asia grow, which they are doing now at a faster pace than those in the West, it's inevitable that yachting will grow in the area as well. I would wish that the industry can grow, but in a sustainable way, because what I wouldn't want to see is these beautiful areas overrun and polluted. So if I had one wish, it would be that more yachts come to the region, more people take advantage of what the region has to offer, but that they do so in an environmentally friendly and sustainable way, and that the region, Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Myanmar, retain their beauty.
If I had one wish for this year in relation to the super yacht industry, I think I would want that every single broker, boat, yacht builder who's at the Singapore Yacht Show to walk away with at least 2 good sails. And I think it's possible. I think we should aim high, and I reckon we'll get there.